finger is clear, but that face is full of urine. Sorry, Gary. The music you made is whack. I'm not even here to bash you. I'm here to actually just encourage you. You failed at everything in life. You failed at being a sugar baby because Diddy just cut you off. You won't even defend your man no more. Before you was jumping out talking about you love getting pissed on. Now you won't even defend him. You won't even talk about him. So you failed at being that. Failed at being a musician. Even you diss song to a nigga that everybody hates. They even say it. Hey, we're usually here for... Put like this. The Saucy Santana nigga. Even when he dropped a song against me, they were like, hey, Saucy, you ate. Everybody said, you're whack.
Hey, my mad chicks flick. So DJ Akademiks and Youngmiami was going at each other today on Twitter. And Youngmiami, she set off a lot of tweets. So in response to the video you guys just heard of, you know... by the way, I want to say the video that you just watched with Ak, that came after Carisha Youngmiami she previewed a song of her basically saying, you know, like, her basically saying, you know, like F Ak and stuff like that. I don't want to use curse words. I'm on TikTok too, but yeah. So she basically said that, and then he responded with that video you just heard. She goes on Twitter and she says, "Phil, laughing my ass off. I got more money than both of y'all. Made $1 million in 15 days off a card game. Got all y'all crying both a podcast when I was just trying some ish out. What exactly do y'all do besides reporting on itches all day?" Right? So she responded like that. And, you know, she seems really like not even in the mood to go back and forth like that. But, you know, Ak did say she failed at everything, even being a sugar baby, which I thought was kind of funny. Because apparently he knows that Diddy cut her off. But Diddy did give her that really good podcast, which she's doing good on. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is. Then she goes on to say, Ak goes on to say, don't let her talk that money talk with you. Why she ain't get on that with me? Because Ak is basically responding to some guy, Armin, who does a podcast too. I don't really want to read his stuff because I don't know him. But, and then my Youngmiami goes, get in the field. She's telling him basically shut up. And then she calls him, you know, the B word or whatever. But she's going really at Ak today. Like, she's not even playing around. Like, I've never seen her send this many tweets out, really. You know, Ak gonna talk about his money, you know what I'm saying? So he said the only way she has more money than Big Ak is if she was selling that 30-year-old coochie to Puff Daddy, which really is wild. And obviously she did not like him saying that. But yeah, like another, like, I'm like, Ak, you cried when what's that man named Santana was coming at you, which is Youngmiami's friend. Do you really want to start this beef up again? And then she reposted.
And to keep it real, if you think about it in the bigger scheme of things, there's not much difference between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17. Just kind of mean one's a minor and one's not a minor. But I will say, listen, I adopted this rule, which I think it was fine. I said, listen, man, as long as a chick got a college ID, she's getting f***ed. I don't care if she's 17. I don't care if she's 17 and a half. I don't care if she just turned 17. She's going to get this dick.
Now, I'm not going to lie. The video clip you just heard was from, I think, like over 5 years ago of Ak talking about his college days and stuff. And what he said is wild. Like, I'm not going to lie. And then Youngmiami goes on Twitter after she reposted that. She goes, fat, funky, dirty ass itch, you a loser. We streaming Kai, old washed, bia. You know what I'm saying? And Kai replies, obviously funny with the, you know, the meme. He goes, oh, me? Like, he's basically pointing at himself, but that's not really him. You know what he looks like. But anyway, and if you don't know Kai, then I don't know where you at, because he's one of the biggest streamers ever. But yeah, so she goes and she says that, and then she goes on to post this screenshot of years ago when Ak said in 2018, Bad Baby got mad itties for a 15, you know what I'm saying? So he did that, and Ak came out years ago and said he got hacked. So, you know what I'm saying? So she's basically telling him, yo, stop talking about Diddy. Talk to him, you big bag. She called him a big bag itch. Yo, I'm lying. I'm weak. She's like, yo, you addressing me, so I'm addressing you. And then she called him a, you know, a perv and a creep for this tweet, which Ak says he did get hacked. So I don't know how much truth is to that, but this is a bad tweet. And that was a bad voice clip you guys heard. Like, that does not put Ak in a good light. I'm surprised he's even going back and forth, especially since he was crying when Santana was going at him. He even admitted he wasn't faking it. He was actually crying, which is crazy. So this beef is back up started again, and we gonna see how it goes. Ak hasn't streamed yet, so there's that. But I'm just like, bro, like, do we really got to keep seeing this over and over and over again, bro? Like, Ak, you're a hip hop streamer, bro. Keep it on the music, not like her personally too much, especially with him, taking back his ex who stole 500K from him, broke an egg on his face on stream, cursed him out, destroyed all his streaming content. Like, you should be talking about nobody's life right now. Like, I don't think he understands that. So it's still like, what I'm saying, in my opinion, getting crazier and crazier and crazier. I don't know what's going to be next for Ak, but Ak's been in the game for 10 years strong. So it's like, this is obviously not going to put him down, but it just looks bad. Anyway, remember to follow